Hello, this is Allie with the Perception Trainers, author of The Perception Diet, and today I want to talk to you about how to start believing in yourself. So when I first got this question, I initially was like, whoa, that feels like trying to teach someone how to ride a bike verbally without having a bike. And in that thought, it actually kind of showed me how I should approach this, because in a way, learning to believe in yourself truly is an action-oriented process. Okay, so that's how I'm going to approach this, and that's how I'm going to teach you about this. So when we look at kind of the world today, and most people who are living in it, most people don't believe in themselves, okay? And we see this through our culture that's kind of addicted to abdicating their responsibility, right? So we want to have a government to tell us what to do. We want to have a school system to tell us what to do. We want to have a religion to tell us what to do. We have a whole big diet industry to tell us what to do. And we see in the world right now just a lot of people who are not following their own guidance. They're not following their own system. They're not believing in themselves, right? And they are, and because of that, they fall victim to the people out there that want to take responsibility for other people and want to be in power and want to tell other people what to do. And so we have this kind of like perfect balanced system right now of a whole bunch of people who are abdicating their responsibility because they have no belief in themselves, on to people who are more than willing to take that responsibility because they kind of find their value in dictating to other people what they should and should not do. And that is creating a balance, but it's not necessarily a healthy balance, right? It's not necessarily a healthy world. And so the kind of the remedy for that really is truly a society of people learning to wake up and trust themselves, and learning to believe in their ability to discern for themselves what is right and wrong, what is good and bad, what needs to be done and what doesn't need to be done. And so this is really a super important question. How does one start to believe in themselves? Because it has such huge implications for society at large. If we were a society of people that believed in ourselves, the whole world would look completely different, okay? We would have far less victimization, we would have way less people getting taken advantage of, we'd have less poverty, we'd have less a lot of things. Because a society that believes in themselves, a society full of people who truly believe in themselves and trust themselves, are more in alignment with their goodness, and therefore more aware of unity and more in alignment with, living a life that serves all of us, and it's just kind of a beautiful thing. So this is why I wanted to make this video, because it's not just, it's monumentally beautiful when one person starts to believe in themselves. And if only one person listens to this video and starts to believe in themselves, then it is worth it. And that is awesome. And I am totally happy with that. But I also wanted to make this video just because it is huge that if more people got turned on to this idea that believing in themselves was going to make the world a better place, and that it was a safe thing to do, this world, like I say, that we could turn around a whole bunch of things that are really out of whack right now, and that's awesome. And so it has micro and macro, I believe, implications for humanity to start believing in themselves, for people to start believing in themselves. So for you to start believing in yourself, if you're sitting there saying, yeah, that sounds great, I wish I could believe in myself, I wish I didn't want to abdicate my responsibility onto other people, I wish that I could, listen to my own body, I wish that I could figure out what's right for me in relationships, I wish that I could know for myself what's right for me in my career, I wish I could understand what's right for me just in life in general, but I don't believe in myself. Or maybe you're sitting there saying, I have these dreams, I have these goals, I have these aspirations, but I don't believe in myself, and I don't believe in my ability to do them, and it holds me back every single time. So the first thing I want you to understand is that the people out there who are living their dreams, who are believing in themselves, who trust in their body, who trust in their own inner guidance, who are following through on what they want to be doing. Number one, it's not that these people never have self-doubt, okay? They have it. Everyone has self-doubt. Everyone doubts themselves. Like, Wayne Gretzky doubts himself, and he was the greatest hockey player ever. It's just, Oprah doubts herself, okay? Oprah, she doubts herself. And I think, first and foremost, I want you to just, like, get rid of the expectation that to fully, like, that to believe in yourself and to live a life in alignment with believing yourself doesn't mean you never doubt yourself ever again. It's gonna happen, okay? But the people that live a life where they trust themselves and are following through on that thread are okay with it, okay? And this is tip number 1, is to know that self-doubt is going to happen. You're going to doubt yourself. You're going to question your decisions. You're going to make mistakes, and you're going to maybe even, like, regret things that you did or whatever. And to just know that that is going to happen, that's normal, and it's okay. And that doesn't have to be a reason why you don't believe in yourself anymore, okay? Don't let those moments of self-doubt, don't let those moments of thinking you should have done something different or wishing you had done something different or whatever be proof to you that you shouldn't trust yourself or that you can't trust yourself, okay? So that's first things first. You're still going to make mistakes, you're still going to doubt in yourself, and that is okay. So it's not about never having a self-doubt thought. It's not about never making mistakes. It's not about now I know exactly what's perfect and I have no questions in my mind for the rest of my life. That's not how it works, okay? So you let go of that, number 1. Number 2. Let go of the idea that anyone outside of you knows any better for you than you do, okay? So, like I've said in many of my videos, the more you kind of tune in and connect with this idea that you are your own guru, that you are really where the buck stops with you and your life, that other people can give suggestions, other people can definitely give tools and help and share their experience and share what worked for them, and you can try it on and you can see if it works and da 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 da. But if you understand that at the end of the day, it's you who knows best, and you are the only one that has the ability to figure out what's going to work for you and what's right for you and what is truly in alignment with you, because only you have access to those answers, the easier this is going to be. So again, understand that we can help each other. We can give each other advice. We can give each other our experience. But at the end of the day, nobody knows better for you than you do. And it's important for you to start telling yourself that I know better for me than anyone else. I know better than than anyone else, because you're the only one that's in your experience. You're the only one that has the full picture. You're the only one that knows it all and has access to all of it. That is you, okay? No one else outside of you can. We're all taking shots in the dark when we talk to you. When we give you advice, we have a picture, we have a slice, we have a piece of our perception of you, but we don't have everything that you have, okay? So you are your own guru. You have your own answers, and it's just up to you to find it, okay? Step number 3. So again, the people that are trusting in their abilities and who believe in themselves are not, again, the people who think I'm totally capable and I'm going to be successful at everything that I try and I never fail. It's the people who understand that they're going to fail, and there's going to be a lot of things they're not successful at, and they're going to make mistakes, and they're going to make decisions that maybe didn't work out properly, and things are not going to always go their way. But what they have is a belief in themselves to get through those things, okay? They have a belief in themselves to rise up and to cope with life when it doesn't go their way. They have a belief in themselves that they can redeem themselves whenever they fall. And that is really all that you need, okay? It's your belief in yourself to get through and to persevere anything that comes your way. So you don't have to believe that you're going to be successful at everything. You don't have to have, like I say, this like unwavering faith in yourself. All you have to have is the knowing that whatever comes your way, you can get through it, okay? And I'm going to say to you right now, stop, pause, and think of all the things in your life that you've already gotten through. You've gone to school. Maybe you've gotten a job. Maybe you've had a relationship. Maybe you've been on a diet. And the thing is, you survived all of it. And maybe some of it didn't go how you were going to expect at all. Maybe some of it went totally backwards. Maybe some of it was a complete fail. And yeah, if you haven't watched my video on failure, I really want you to do that right now. Go stop this. go watch my video on failure and start to retrain your brain about what failure actually is and how you can look at it in a more positive light so it's not so crippling. And so that you can understand that when you believe in yourself, you're going to put yourself out there, you're going to do things, and it's not always going to go the way that you think it's going to go. It's not always going to be a smooth ride. And as long as you have a faith in yourself that you can persevere through that, you're fine, right? That you will learn. And then the fourth thing is to just believe that everything that you go through is for your good, okay? That there's something positive in every experience for you. So when you understand that it's like, okay, instead of believing that there's a right and a wrong, and I can just like totally like screw it up and go off path so I can't trust myself because life is this like big do or die situation that if I make a wrong step, I'm gonna mess it up forever. And instead you start to believe no matter what choice I make, I'm going to learn something. I'm going to learn something new about myself. I'm going to learn something new about life. I'm going to learn new skills. I'm going to gather more information that I need that's going to help me become even better at listening to myself, even better at figuring out my path, even better at trusting myself, and to start to see life that way. That it's not about right or wrong. It's not about pass or fail. It's just experience, okay? And you can trust yourself in that. You can trust that if you take this road and it totally goes the way that you don't think it was supposed to go and it didn't go the way you wanted it to and it was totally out of whack with your expectation, just to trust that you can handle it, number one, just like what we just said, and two, that you're going to learn something. And so that's really all that it takes. People who believe in themselves are not the people who think they have life completely figured out. That's not a prerequisite. I believe in myself pretty good, but I still make tons of mistakes. And I still do a lot of things that don't work out. And I still, like I say, I take a lot of shots that I miss. And the thing is that it's good. I can handle it. And the more I see myself through those kind of things, like the more I trust myself and see that even if it doesn't go the way that I think it's going to go, that I can get through it and that I can learn something from it and that it can be a positive experience for me, the more I believe in myself, okay? So this is the take-home message from this video, is that really at the end of the day, you don't have to have anything that you don't have right now in order to believe in yourself. All you have to do is go out and start practicing acting like you're someone that believes in yourself. Okay? So this kind of like brings us back to the bike thing. That it's really about action. It's really about like, what would I do right now if I believed in myself? Take that action and then allow yourself to detach from it having to go this exact way, otherwise it was a fail. Okay? And allow yourself to say, okay, however this turns out, it's going to be a blessing for me. However this turns out, I'm going to get something out of it. However this turns out, I'm going to learn. And I'm going to get stronger. I'm going to get sharper. I'm going to get clearer. I'm going to know myself better. I'm going to know life better. And that's it. And then you just start acting on your impulses. You just start acting on what you want to do. You just start acting on what you feel. And like I say, that doesn't guarantee it's going to go smooth. That guarantees that you're going to learn. You're going to grow. You're going to get stronger. And every single time you see yourself through it, it reinforces your belief in yourself a little bit more. So you have to do it. You have to do it. You have to go out and actually take action steps. What would I do if I believed in myself? What is the thing I'm afraid to do and I'm going to do it anyways? What is the thing that I think I can't do but I really want to do? I'm going to do it. And you can just start small. Like, what if you just said, okay, I'm just going to choose to believe in myself with my diet. And I'm just going to start to make different food choices based on how I feel. And start to just trust myself that I can guide myself, that this feels good, this doesn't feel good. This feels good, this doesn't feel good. And I'm just going to start with that, okay? So just start taking those action steps. And start small, and then make it a little bit bigger every single time. And like I say, you're going to see yourself through it. Every single time you do it, you get stronger, but you have to do it. It can't be a theory, okay? The only way to start believing in yourself is to start behaving like you believe in yourself and seeing yourself through it, and then that will take you down your road. And it was the same for me. I didn't believe in myself, and I just had to start taking little action steps of belief in myself and faith in myself. And like I say, now I have way less fear in life, And life doesn't have to go a super specific way for me to feel like I'm on track or like I'm doing well, because I just know that I can see myself through it. I've been through enough stuff at this point that it's like, whatever happens, I'm going to survive. I'm going to get something out of it. And I know that I have the choice to look at it positive or to look at it negative, and I just choose to look at it positive, so my life feels a lot better. And that's it. That's all it boils down to. There's really no secret. It's just doing it and choosing to see the positive. That's it. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. Like, subscribe. Find me on Instagram at Urban Fruit Bat. Find me on Facebook. Perception Trainers. Let me know if you have questions. I love hearing from you. And I will see you in the next video. Mwah!